I have a crazy thing that happened, and I think whoever has a K6 got to be very careful, and whoever has these type of suspension got to be very careful. I didn't even realize that this happened until I got home, and lucky for me, thank God, I got home before this became an issue. Oh, look at this, guys! You won't believe it. Do you notice something? Do you notice something different about this, my suspension? That's because that screw that came off, look at this. That screw, look, the screw that came off is really important. And luckily this thing was balanced enough for me to take it home. I didn't even notice it until just now. So I saw it the other day where one of my favorite YouTubers was talking about this, saying that one of his screw fell off. He didn't know what it was, and I thought the same thing. He was just like, oh, maybe it's nothing, and then he figured out what it was. Turns out you do need that screw because of this situation right here. Oh, that is crazy. I didn't even notice it at all. That's crazy. Yeah, so anytime you hear anything fall off or fly off, you might want to check this thing, because yeah, the suspension is totally off of it. See? That hole, the screw holds this down. Shit, if I turn this underneath, you should see a little hole here. Yeah, right here, if you can see it. It's also in this one right here, but even look, this is a little bended because of the way I was riding with one suspension that whole time. Wow. Guys, my videos are in and out. I just wanted to make sure I get this video out there, especially for the people that are going to be purchasing this. The Begode, in the past videos, I've showed you videos on what I've changed on the whole setup. It's a very fast and reliable scooter slash bike. But when it comes to like stuff that you need to screw down or stuff like that, you got to be very careful. This could have been catastrophic for me if I didn't realize this on time and I took it out again. But I was halfway somewhere where I realized that the first screw fell off, and it wasn't much of a big deal because this side didn't vibrate enough for me to figure out that this is how the setup of the suspension is set up. I didn't know that, but now I know how each suspension is set up by screws that are at the bottom. So if any screw falls out at the bottom, make sure you get that fixed, because I remember when I saw something like that and it did nothing about it because I didn't know that that's what held this up. I actually thought this top piece and this piece was just holding each other up. I didn't realize, well, now that I think about it, it makes sense now that it had to be this screw that was holding both of them up. So this thing vibrated out the first time I rode it. I heard something, but I didn't know that it was that until I took a picture of it. I mean, a video of it. Then I guess the last one vibrated out by itself. And once this one comes out, each one of them just falls out. I'm lucky that I didn't hit a bad pothole, that if both of them had fallen out at the same time when I hit a bad pothole, this would have came loose, and this whole suspension would have been on the floor, just messed up. So just a quick disclaimer, please, if you buy a K6, thread lock it with the red one. Sorry, I'm still getting through this cold, so I'm trying to pause it so you won't be hearing me coughing left and right. I'm coughing like crazy. I just want to get that out here in this video. So please thread lock it as much as you can, especially the red one, because the red one's really strong. The blue one can easily it won't wiggle out, but as much as the red one I heard is the best. So just thread lock it with the red one, which I did. I'm using these big ones right here, these big washers. So next time, if I look under here and I don't see this, or if I see it coming down, I know that I need to tighten it some more. So that's why I use this big one rather than the one that's in there. And if it falls out, sometime I might not even notice that it fell out, because when I play my music, I did not notice that it fell out. So I'm using the big ones so that I could now know that if I don't see this, it's not here, and I need to fix it. So just letting you guys know, guys. Yeah. So next time, guys, Jordan signing out. Peace.